Hello everyone. In today's video I am going to bust some myths related to fat loss. If you want to be notified when my videos will come, then please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. If you want to contact me for online personal training, you can DM me through my Instagram handle and the link is in the description. One of the myths is that all calories are equal. The calorie is a measurement of energy. All calories have the same energy content. However, this does not mean that all calorie sources have the same effect on your weight. Different foods go through different metabolic pathway and can have vastly different effect on hunger and the hormones that regulate your body weight. For example, a protein calorie is not the same as a fat or carb calorie. Replacing carb and fat with protein can boost your metabolism and reduce appetite and cravings, all while optimizing the function of some weight regulating hormones. Also, calories from whole foods like fruit tends to be much more filling than calories from the refined foods such as candy. One myth is that losing weight is a linear process. However, losing weight is usually not a linear process as some people think. Some days and weeks you may lose weight while during other you may gain a little bit. This is not a cause for concern. It's normal for body weight to fluctuate up and down by a few pounds. For example, you may be carrying more food in your digestive system or holding on more water than usual. This is even more pronounced in women as water weight can fluctuate significantly during the menstrual cycle. As long as the general trend is going downwards, no matter how much it fluctuates, you will still succeed in losing weight over the long term. Many people believe that supplement can help you to lose weight. The weight loss supplement industry is massive. Various companies claim that supplements have dramatic effects, but they are rarely very effective when studied. The main reason that supplements work for some people is the placebo effect. People fall for the marketing tactics and want supplements to help them lose weight, so they become more conscious of what they eat. That said, a few supplements have modest effect on weight loss. The best ones may help you shed a small amount of weight over several months. It is a big myth out there that obesity is all about willpower and not biological. It is inaccurate to say that your weight is all about willpower. Obesity is a very complex disorder with dozens, if not hundreds of contributing factors. Numerous genetics variables are associated with obesity, and various medical conditions such as depression can increase your risk of weight gain. Your body also has numerous of hormones and biological pathways that are supposed to regulate your body weight. This tends to be dysfunctional in people with obesity, making it much harder to lose weight and keep it off. For example, being resistant to the hormone leptin is a major cause of obesity. The leptin signal is supposed to tell your brain that it has enough fat stored. Yet, if you are resistant to leptin, your brain thinks that you are starving. Trying to exert willpower and consciously eating less in the face of the leptin-driven starving signal is incredibly difficult. Of course, this doesn't mean that people should give up and accept their genetic fate. Losing weight is still possible. It is just more harder for some people. And another myth out there is that you should eat less and move more. Body fat is simply stored energy. To lose fat, you need to burn more calories and then you take in. For this reason, it seems only logical that eating less and moving more would cause weight loss. While this advice works in theory, especially if you are making permanent lifestyle change, it's bad recommendation for those with a serious weight problem. Most people who follow this advice and end up regaining any lost weight due to psychological and biochemical factors. A major and sustained change in your perspective and behavior is needed to lose weight, and diet and exercise. Restricting your body intake and getting more physical activity isn't enough. Instructing someone with obesity to simply eat less and move more is like telling someone with depression to cheer up and someone with alcoholism to drink less. A myth out there is that carbs make you fat. Low carb diet can aid weight loss. In many cases, this happens even without conscious calorie restriction. As long as you keep carbs intake low and protein intake high, you lose weight. Even so, this does not mean that carbs cause weight gain. While the obesity epidemic started around 1980, humans have been eating carbs for a very long time. In fact, whole food that are high in carbs are very healthy. On the other hand, refined carbs like refined grains and sugar are definitely linked to weight gain. Another myth out there is that fat makes you fat. Fat provides around 9 calories per gram compared to with only 4 calories per gram of carbs or protein. Fat is very calorie dense and compensable in junk food. Yet as long as your calorie intake is within a healthy range, fat does not make you fat. Additionally, diets that are high in fat but low in carbs have been shown to cause weight loss in numerous of studies. While packing your diet with unhealthy high-calorie junk food laden with a fat will definitely make you fat. This macronutrient is not for sole culprit. In fact, your body needs healthy fats to function properly. Many people believe that people with obesity are unhealthy and thin people are healthy. It is not true. Well, it's true that obesity increases your risk of several chronic illness including type 2 diabetes, heart disease and some cancer. However, plenty of people with obesity are metabolically healthy and plenty of thin people have these same chronic disease. It seems to matter where your fat builds up. If you have a lot of fat in your abdominal area, you are at a greater risk of metabolic diseases. Many people out there believe that diet food can help them in losing weight. A lot of junk food is marked as healthy. Examples include low fat, fat-free and processed gluten-free foods as well as high sugar beverages. You should be skeptical of any health claim on food packaging, especially on the processed items. These labels usually exist to deceive, not to inform. Some junk food marketers will encourage you to buy their fattening junk food. In fact, the packaging of food tells you that it's healthy. There is a chance that it's the exact opposite. So don't fall for that. So that's it for today. Comment down below the topic you want my next video on. Please like the video, share with your friends and subscribe to the channel. And also hit the bell icon.